absolutely right. Here we go. Goodridge wearing the gi. Quick right hand landed by Frye. Up against the octagon fence and back off. Knee by Frye.
That had some impact to it. It backed Goodridge right off. And this is where Frye was so effective. Uppercut, hook, uppercut, hook.
Up against the octagon fence again.
Personally, I think against a grappler, I think a gi is a bad move.
Frye with a quick move of his own, and he lands the right.
It's one thing for a wrestler to be able to take an opponent down using just a body part, but when you give him clothing to head onto, once he grabs it, you can't break his grip.
Goodridge lands a big right hand.
Goodridge using the fence to keep himself up. Trading knees now, the two combatants.
If they end up on the mat, it favors Frye. Goodridge doing his best to keep it on the feet. Right hand landed by Frye. Short uppercut.
Oh, good right hand. And they separate. Crowd loves it. Great sequence there. Goodridge stopping the grappler from taking him to the ground, but he absorbed some punishment.
Frye leading with the right hand. A knee by Frye. You don't see in boxing very much. A fighter lead with the right, easily sets it up with a jab, but Frye just threw a straight right.
The speed of Frye's punches are beating Goodridge to the mark.
Goodridge showing some of his raw power here.
They say sometimes the big, powerful people is slower. You can feel the body tensing up for the strike, and perhaps that gives you that momentary advantage or anticipation of being able to stop it from connecting. Frye able to duck under that one hard right.
Lands an uppercut of his own. Oh, solid kick by Frye.
Frye again showing his versatility, using kicks now as well as knees, something we really haven't seen a lot of from the Predator in the past.
Frye would want to make a move here, Jeff, rather than engage in just a pure muscle contest with Goodridge.
Well, I think position has so much to do with it, and you can see Frye hanging on to the gi. The gi becomes an actual asset for Frye here. When Goodridge wants to separate, Frye stays in tight to him.
So well matched.
And you can see Frye, if you can see Frye's left hand, it's out of the camera angle here. It's hanging out of the shoulder part of the gi. So when Goodridge tries to throw that right hand, he feels it coming, and he can actually use the gi to hinder that motion of the punch.
Goodridge landing a short right hand. There's an uppercut by Goodridge. He's landing to Frye's face.
Frye's hands now are below, protecting against that uppercut. But he's still hanging on to the gi at the collar. Still hanging on to it so that Goodridge can't disappear.
Oh, there was a solid uppercut by Frye.
There it is. Hook, uppercut, hook, uppercut. Frye trademark. He's shown that combination in the past. Goodridge needs to get off the fence. He wants to be able to move so that he can create space.
Frye landed 3 or 4 solid rights. Goodridge back to the body with the right hand. Frye answers and then goes upstairs. 4 minutes in. 12-minute time limit, 1 3-minute overtime if necessary. Frye again with an uppercut. And both fighters exerting a lot of energy here, which does not bode well for the tournament format. Frye lands again with a right.
And he almost finished that with his elbow. That might be another way. Yeah, he is using his elbow. Again, another tactic change by Frye.
So he goes from fists of stone to elbows of granite.
Goodridge, though, doesn't look as though he's in any real trouble. He can't get off. In other words, he really can't get his offense going. but it doesn't appear as though Frye is taking him out with those punches. The big man, the size, that thick neck and shoulder area, able to absorb it.
And there's Frye working on that gi, pulling on the gi. Uppercut by Goodridge. Oh, another big right hand by Goodridge.
Headbutt by Frye there. Good fight. We're seeing a lot of different strategy here on how to approach striking an opponent from close quarters. Another right hand, and now Frye wants him in the middle.
He's the strength and conditioning coach and trainer for Frye. They're back on their feet in the middle. Goodridge finally off the fence. Goodridge with a combination.
This is a good strategy by Goodridge not to get down on the ground. He's using the fence to keep himself up, absorbing the shots that Frye's trying to get off.
Keep it working.
And the whole time keeping himself in the fight.
6 minutes in. Quarterfinal number 2.
Doing good, come on.
And both guys look tired.
They've spent a lot of energy pushing, shoving, fighting up against the fence.
Takedown by Goodridge.
Goodridge now has Frye on his back. We have not seen this often.
I'll separate you right now. Get him off.
McCarthy says, get your hands off the fence or I'll separate you right now. Goodridge with the weight advantage now.
Yes, and that weight will help to try to keep Frye down, but Frye has a great amount of experience in grappling. Look for him to try to reverse, but what he's doing is keeping Goodridge's head down. But Big Daddy has a bench press, big arms. He will try to separate and start to rain blows down.
Keep working, doing good.
Short headbutt by Big Daddy, not much damage, but keeping the pressure on throughout.
Get your head off the fence, Gray. I'll stand you up.
Frye working, moving along the fence.
See if Big Daddy here can get off. He hasn't used this position to his advantage yet.
Big Daddy misses with a short headbutt.
And just for an example, Bruce, to show about the gi again, one hand can grab the back collar of the gi and hold the head down. The second hand is free to attack with, whether it's going after your opponent's throat or throwing a strike.
Does Frye have the energy here, Jeff, to try some type of reversal? Oh, that was a big right hand by Goodridge.
Good punch. Best one for Goodridge of the fight. Potentially Frye here wants to feel what Goodridge is going to do and wait for Goodridge to get frustrated and try to separate himself, and that is where he'll probably try to turn this position into a scramble and rely on his grappling ability to come out of it.
Short headbutt employed by Goodridge.
Goodridge doing a good job here.
Frye grabs Goodridge's head. He's capable of a choke.
Get out of there. Get out of there, dog.
He's looking to try to scoot his hips out towards the center of the octagon and try to base out, get in a scramble and get back to his feet. Or perhaps just try to roll the Big Daddy over. Use an elevator.
Goodridge stays in control.
Looking good. Come on.
Actually, the Predator can rest a little bit here.
Let go of the fence.
That's what he's doing right now. You can see
Seems Big Daddy is also trying to do that. Big Daddy's punches don't seem to carry the snap right now.
Well, he doesn't really have the angle either.
No angle. Can't get that body into the punch either, so there's no power behind it.
9 minutes in. 12-minute regulation, 1 3-minute overtime.
If this stays here a lot longer, Bruce, we can see referee John McCarthy break this and put it back up on their feet. This has been a great fight. Numerous situations up against the fence and now in the guard, and we're looking at perhaps an arm lock by the Predator. Nothing yet.
Goodridge continues to move. And Frye exerting a lot of energy in that last attempt. Breathing heavily through the mouth.
Yes, both athletes are breathing heavily through the mouth, but Frye again showing his versatility, letting everything go to go after an arm lock. Goodridge unable to capitalize while Frye was in or actually out of position there when he was unable to secure that submission hold. Becky, Frye's strength and conditioning coach. Another armbar here applied by Frye. Not working yet.
Goodridge trying to fight it off. Throws a right hand. That'll take some snap off of Frye's hold. There's Gary Goodrich's corner.
Goodrich is
Mike
tired.
Mobbs' manager, Fong Tron, John Knapp, Norm Bell. Goodrich once beat 1,000 men in a row in 2 hours in Japan in arm wrestling, and that's the kind of power that he used, that right hand.
Frye looking to try to get off the bottom. Oh, good right hand by Don Frye. And he's looking to go for the armbar again. This he might be able to get out of now.
Let's see if Frye can move from here. A minute to go before overtime.
Goodrich perhaps looking for a choke. Watch him try for the big knee.
Frye grabs the leg.
And Goodrich,
tap out.
Goodrich is exhausted.
Frye wins it.
Oh, it can happen quick, Bruce. Frye reversed him, got in top. And Big Daddy was tired. And Big Daddy tapped out rather than take the punishment.
Final fight, Don Frye.
With just 40 seconds left in regulation, Frye wins by submission. Tremendous heart by Don Frye.
Let's get it on!
We're underway, and they just walk towards each other in the center.
Here it is, the most intense bare knuckle combat anywhere on the planet.
Oh! Tank hit him with a left straight to the head. It was really like a jab, but boy, did it floor Frye. He did it again.
Look at Tank.
Another one. Oh!
Frye is trying to slug with Tank. This is Tank's game. Tank rolls again.
Boy, they're going toe-to-toe. There is no grappling in this whatsoever. Clinch right now, but neither athlete looking like they... Oh, another right hand. Tank is hitting Frye. Frye is throwing some counters, but the big punches have come from the Tank.
Oh, uppercut by Tank. Both fighters are bloody. Tank goes down. It might have been a slip, though. I don't know if Frye nailed him or not. But he went down, and now Frye is at his game. Looking for a submission. This is his strength on the mat. Tank's in trouble.
I don't think he has it under the chin.
He
No
got out of
choke.
it. He got out of it. Tank grabbing Frye's foot. Frye trying to sink a choke. And that is it. Frye has won. The ultimate 96.
Oh my gosh, what an ending. As fast as it started, look how quick it ended.
Don Frye wins the ultimate.
Champion, Don Frye.
Tremendous boxing exhibition by Tank, but when it came to the mat, it was Frye's game. Almost surprised that Frye didn't try to bring him down earlier and wanted to slug with Tank.
I couldn't understand that really strategy from the start, but really when it came down to going to the ground, Frye reigns supreme. He has improved his submission holds tremendously. I mean, I'm not sure Tank realized he really lost that. He's probably looking back there saying, look who's bloodied. But Frye able to sink a chokehold, actually telegraphed the fact he wanted a choke, and Abbott unable to stop it. Tremendous skill by the complete one. The man that has all the assets, Frye, dominant in almost every aspect of the fighting realm.
And as ferocious as he is in the octagon, he is classy, quiet, out of the octagon.
Oh, without a doubt, he's a gentleman. Almost every one of these fighters are, but Don is easy to like, very easy to talk to, unassuming, and really never has to let anybody know he's dangerous. He carries that kind of confidence.
Let's take a look at some of the action, because early on, it was Tank Abbott's fight. He came out wailing, employing the tactics that Jesse Reed taught him. That was a jab, believe it or not, and it knocked Frye down. Tank came right in after him. Another look at Frye going down. Tank with a solid left hand, and he followed it up with a couple of uppercuts. Tank was wailing away. See, he did go down. He lost his footing. I don't believe it was a punch that knocked him down. He fell down, he lost his footing, and that proved to be his undoing. Because once Don Frye got on top, it was just a matter of time, and he was able to work the tap out. First he landed a right, then he got in position, tried to sink the choke. It looked at first like Tank got away. First time I believe he repelled it. But you can see Tank in deep trouble. And then, second time he was forced to tap out. Frye had sunk that choke in real good. And Abbott, despite his warrior attitude and his tremendous performance tonight, could do nothing but tap out. In the UFC, there is valor in tapping out. And there's the bell.
The wait is finally over. And we are underway. Ken comes out swinging. Big knee by Ortiz.
Right into the fray. A double leg attempt by Ortiz. Switches off to the single.
Good avoidance of the takedown by Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, and Tito had a nice counter himself there, because Ken was in on the double there for a second. Picks him up in the air, slams him down.
Nice job by Tito.
And now the ground and pound is going to start. Let's see what Ken can do from the bottom here to stop this.
He could not do anything at UFC 40.
There's an elbow. Ken trying to tie up his arms. Tito spending a lot of energy.
And that's something I want to talk to you about, because there's so much emotion here. You can burn yourself out in a situation where you normally wouldn't, because your mental is going to just be over the
There's
top
an
right
arm
now.
bar. He's switching his hips. No, he changed his mind. But yeah, absolutely. You got to be very careful not to get caught up in the emotion of this fight. As much as these two don't like each other, you know, punching yourself out is very viable here. Tito's got to be diligent, make those shots count.
He slides Shamrock
Nice
over towards
elbows.
the fence.
Nice
Rolling
elbows.
down on him. Herb Dean walks in, and it is all over.
I'm not sure why Herb stepped in that early.
Shamrock in disbelief. Ken is going after Tito again. Little pandemonium in the octagon right now. Let's take a look at the stoppage. Well, he felt that Ken could not intelligently defend himself.
Yeah, I mean, he really took 3 or 4 unanswered elbows. His hands didn't come up to protect his head. I never want to question a referee.
Ken Shamrock is in disbelief. Chuck Liddell in disbelief. Let's take a look at it again, Randy.
Again, no hands covering the head. 3, 4, 5 elbows in a row there. Five elbows in a row there, unanswered. Ken's hands weren't up around his head. I'm not sure if Ken was dazed there. Obviously, he's in disbelief now after he's standing, but you got to do something to change that position.
Tito's reaction. He had no doubt that the stoppage was justified.
For the winner by TKO, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Tito
more powerful than Paul Herrera.
And quickly Herrera shoots the leg.
And Herrera's a very good grappler here.
Oh my, elbows in number by Goodridge, and that is it. Goodridge went pounding to Herrera's head with those elbows.
Boy, that was fast.
Wow.
That was short and sweet.
That was explosive.
I'm not sure which one took him out. They were so quick in such rapid succession. I think John got in there as quick as he could, but he looks to be all right. He's moving. He's talking to the doctor.
He got caught in almost that spread position with his arms to his side, and when he released, he wanted to turn to the leg, and that allowed Goodridge that opportunity to sink those elbows
This is
in
something
there.
I've said all along. You can use your elbows and your knees against the grappler, not your hands and your feet. Those short elbows used like that in rapid succession, you cannot deal with that on the inside like that.
Some ferocity there, and it was repeated blows by Gary Goodridge against a much smaller opponent. And the doctor's staff is taking a quick look at him, and a good look.
It looks to be a problem with his jaw. He may have had his jaw broken. It happens in boxing matches and kickboxing. They seem to be holding his neck to make sure that's okay. But I saw him take those blows on the side.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Final quarterfinal. Macias.
He's the crowd favorite. He's the crowd favorite. Oklahoma City kid.
Both in the black trunks. Mustache to sever. Muay Thai against wrestling.
There's the double. Doing a great job there, countering. Severn taking some shots just to get him up. Oh, he's taking a lot of shots.
But Severn continues to work. Takes an elbow to the head from Macias. Now backflip by Severn.
That's just a straight back suplex. He'll do it again if Macias steps up too hard.
Wow!
Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. You saw Macias shake his head. I don't know why Severn isn't doing anything here to try to put blows to the head of Macias. He's tying up the arms. He's got a one-on-one, we call it in wrestling. You grab his wrists. Macias very confident with those elbows, though. Every time Severn lets go of a hand, an elbow comes rocketing up at his head.
Macias with plenty of wrestling in his background as well. Two-time high school champion, as we mentioned, but it's Dan Severn right now in control.
Macias covering up. I don't know why Severn doesn't elbow him to the head here. This is where a wrestler really doesn't train a lot because he's not used to throwing strikes. His opponent's very vulnerable and he's not taking advantage. He's looking to go to a choke or some kind of a submission.
And he may not be used to trying to put somebody away so quickly.
Without a doubt, though, this is going to fatigue Macias. He's carrying all that weight. He's struggling with his hands, and now Severn's got an arm under the chin. There's the choke.
And a tap out by Macias. And a very good performance by Severn. A couple of beautiful moves on the backflips. And then the submission hold.
Well, I tell you, it wasn't as smooth as a horse racing.
No, not at all.
So what I'm looking at is a wrestler with a lot of strength, but not the true technique of the jiu-jitsu man.
Good point, Jim.
Well, Macias was a state champion here in Oklahoma. Beautiful. That's called a back suplex. You can see that it takes his opponent directly onto his head and shoulders. That's got to hurt, and it certainly makes you dazed enough that you can get in behind him. Macias there, though, very confident. This is the one that really hurt him, though. The knees come right up behind the head. You can see him try to shake the cobwebs out. The start of the end for the big man. There's the choke. Tight submission. He's got to tap out.
You won't see the intensity that came from the other fighters. You'll see a very strategic guy here.
You saw a kick by Hoist.
This is the longest we've seen him standing up. He doesn't want to go to the ground. Chemo's really fighting to not go to the ground.
The strength on Chemo is incredible. And there's the...
Hey, go! Go!
This is the longest we've seen Royce standing up on his 2 feet.
Yes, great balance Chemo has. Great balance, strong legs, very low center of gravity.
Chemo pushing out with that huge upper body. In all the bouts that Royce has had, he's only fought a total of 10 minutes, maybe closer to 11, but that's all that Royce has been in the ring. Chemo is keeping Royce on his feet. He's got to feel good about what he's done so far. Royce is 7-0 in UFC competition. He's never really been in danger.
Hey, Button, get up!
And there's the headbutt. There's the knee to the groin. He's got to get him to the ground. He's got to knock Chemo down. And you see his dad, Helio, 82 years old, coaching him right behind him.
Right there. His strategy right now is to just hold on to him, time enough to keep him getting hit. He just doesn't want to get hurt or hit right now. Chemo is using a lot of energy to stay on his feet.
And there he is.
Here we go. Here we go.
Chemo on top.
This is okay. Royce will roll out on his side here. Royce will just use his elbows and roll out. He'll spin if he can to try to turn. Chemo's trying to get hooks into the leg so he can maintain that position.
Chemo says he's been working extensively on grappling.
Yes, he
deal with
has.
a man who's been doing it all his life. Let's see how much he can pick up.
Watch Royce just slide out of this technique.
The gi looks like it's covering his head.
Now, Chemo is holding on to Royce's left leg on the gi. That's what's keeping him from getting out of this position right now.
Royce has got a wrist. He's got the reversal. Chemo exhausted. Both men showing great endurance. Royce protecting his face with his right arm. Royce Gracie's in a battle here. There's no question about it.
Yes, he is.
He is in a battle. And his gi is virtually off.
Chemo's a very, very strong man. It's very hard to get a grip on him with his perspiration on him.
Both men from the West Coast. Chemo from Hawaii. This is the longest fight. It passes Ichihara in total length. He's grabbing the hair. That is perfectly legal. 3 minutes and 12 seconds in. Gracie on his back, but a lot of times that's his best offense.
That's fine. He's doing okay. A lot of energy. It's the most endurance I've seen out of Royce yet.
And there's the punch. Chemo's tremendous fitness is certainly helping him. I'll tell you, his hair is hurting him right now.
Yeah, it is. It gives him leverage to hold on here. It's a great fight. Just a great fight. A lot longer than I anticipated.
And the image of Helio, the master, the man who came up with Gracie Jiu-Jitsu on the apron of the ring, looking at his son, knowing he represents the legacy, the family, as well as a UFC title, 2-time defending title holder. She's shouting instructions. And let's see Royce, if he start maneuvering those legs. He's been compared, Jim, in your own words, to a boa constrictor.
I think Royce's mouthpiece is out.
Royce, it looks like he's got some scrapes on his forehead.
He might go for a suplex here if he can get his weight on him. Royce should just sit down and we put all his weight so he can't lift him off the ground here. Yes.
And right now, the endurance factor is playing such a role. You're looking at it, 4.5 minutes. We've never seen anything like this. This is half the total he had in 2 UFC bouts.
Totally unexpected. Royce is trying to get the arm.
And look at this.
He's trying to get the arm here.
He's trying to get an arm lock.
He's got him. Chemo tapped out.
Chemo tapped out.
What a great fight that was.
What a great fight.
He won an interview. He won an interview.
And there it is.
Unbelievable.
Chemo is okay.
Unbelievable.
One of the best bouts in the history of the UFC.
The damage that was done by Royce was done when Royce was on the bottom. Extreme leverage from those punches, unexpected. What a match that was.
And right now, Royce Gracie advances. The big question is, how much does Royce have left? What a job by Chemo. You're getting a shot of Chemo. He's exhausted. But what a tremendous effort.
Wow.
He's standing with great pride now. And Royce is injured. He's limping.
Yes, he is.